It does not get any better than finals day, particularly when there's such a glorious trophy on show that you could be getting your hands on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mopar Elimination Drag Race Finals. Now 16 cars entered the tournament a month ago, and after 24 races we're down to the final 4. They are in the pit garages getting their final race instructions and having their final tunes. Let's meet them. Starting in lane 1, we've got James Collects driving the Jackhammer, and at 42 grams this is the heaviest vehicle in the final. And in lane 2, it's Ricky the Legend Lee driving the 2011 Camaro. He's been defined by his erratic racing style and comes in at 34 grams. And as the tournament's gone on, Vinegar driving the Circle Track has really developed an aggressive side. He comes in at 36 grams and will start in lane 3. And starting in lane 4, we've got the Master of Pieces driving the Mopar Dodge Viper. He started the tournament with 5 race wins but hasn't picked up a point since. Now all 4 of these cars have taken very different routes to the final, and we can only have one winner today. Get in the comments below, let me know who you think it's going to be. Race 1, here we go! And as James Collects in the Jackhammer takes the first win, no other cars on the track, no other cars will score points. And all cars make a good start. James Collects in the Mopar Dodge with an early lead. Ricky Lee's gone. Vinegar dispatch, huge sideways move there by the Mopar Dodge, allows James Collects to take the win. We'll have another look at that. And it looks like when Vinegar was dispatched, he knocked the Master of Pieces onto the side rail. And there's the results of race 1. James Collects taking the first race win, taking a maximum of 5 points. All other cars yet to score. So race 2, all cars have moved over a lane. Ricky in 1, Vinegar in 2, Mopar in 3, James in 4. And it looked like Ricky Lee took that one. No other cars finishing, everyone else dispatched. And as they all set off well, Ricky dispatches Vinegar, but the Mopar Dodge dispatches James Collects, even though James reached the gate first, and it was a straight drag to gate 2 with only one winner. And Ricky Lee, taking the full 5 points for the race win, now ties the group with James Collects. Vinegar and the Mopar Dodge really need to score some points this round. If Ricky or James win, those two are out. Race 3, all cars have moved over a lane. Vinegar on the left, Ricky on the right. Oh, big smash on the line. It looked like Vinegar and James Collects did clash. We'll have to see whether James did cross the line. Vinegar definitely did. And it's a terrible start by Ricky. Vinegar just getting his nose in front there. Mopar's gone, Ricky's gone. Big wobble by James Collects there. They both hit gate 2 at the same time, but Vinegar flicks a switch. Big spin by James Collects, but he smashes into the stanchion. We'll have a closer look. And at full race speeds, we can see James's tail end just comes around too far. He did not cross the line. So here's the stand-in after race 3. And it's a tie for first place. James Collects, Ricky Lee and Vinegar all on 5 points, all with 1 race win each. And it's either win the race or nothing, and that's what the Mopar Dodge has to do, and hope the other 3 don't score points. Really, whoever finishes first between James, Ricky and Vinegar is going to be the champion. So here we go, lane 2 James, lane 3 Ricky, lane 4 Vinegar, and it's a huge smash on gate 2. I didn't see you cross the line. I think it was the Mopar Dodge. I think the Master of Pieces has done it, and with no other finishes, all 4 cars have tied the final on 5 points. So we'll slow this right down. It was a good start by all cars. Ricky Lee, though, his speed just dies. We see James Collects gets dispatched on the first gate, and it looks like Ricky and Vinegar collide. None of them activate the first gate. And Ricky Lee is actually driving along the central reserve there, and they've gone 3 abreast into gate 2. And the Mopar Dodge activates the switch. It sends Ricky Lee flying. He flashes the golden underside of his car to everyone. Vinegar bouncing along the side of the track, tries to throw his front wheels over the line. We will have a closer look. The Mopar Dodge definitely did cross the line. And here they come hurtling down after gate 2. Big bounce off the bonnet. He didn't cross the line there. All props James Collects. A lovely little handbrake turn to finish. Now let's get out the track and have a look at that collision on gate 1. None of the cars activate the gate. There's only enough room for 1 car. Ricky Lee taking the route down the central reserve. Big flip off the end there. These guys really want to win this race. And there's one for the mantelpiece. Photo of all 3 cars hitting gate 2. James Collects in the background doing some sort of barrel roll, but we can clearly see the Mopar Dodge hit the gate first, and that's what sent the other 2 flying. So these 4 cars just cannot be separated after 4 races. All 4 cars have won 1 race each. No other points have been scored. We will run another 4 races now to see if we can split these competitors. And it's back as you were. The cars are racked and ready to race. And James Collects takes the race win again. It's a carbon copy of race 1. No other cars finishing. And as we reach gate 1, it was the middle 2 cars that got flipped, and Vinegar Jar again taps the front end of the Mopar Dodge, and that sends him off course, allowing James Collects to run through exactly like race 1. Now we've reset the score, so after race 5, James Collects leads the way with 5 points. And those of you with a keen eye will have noted Ricky Lee did smash into the garage, so we will just repair that. So here we go, Ricky, Vinegar, Mopar and James in that order. And Ricky Lee takes the race win. No other cars will score points. This is just like the first round of races. In fact, lane 1 is the only lane to have scored points. Vinegar Jar goes. The Master of Pieces again dispatches James. James does not like that lane 4 gate 1, but Ricky Lee rolls on through, takes the 5 points, and it means James and Ricky tie the group on 5 points. Vinegar Jar and Mopar Dodge needing some points this race to keep their chances alive. So Vinegar Jar starts in lane 1, that's the magic lane. Mopar in 2, James in 3, Ricky in 4, and Vinegar Jar wins, and Ricky. He's seen what's happening. He's seen no one else is scoring points but the winner, and he's decided to take some. So Ricky Lee with a terrible start, I think that actually helped him here. James Collects hits gate 1 first, but actually does not activate the gate. Again, that's helped Ricky, but because James was so far ahead, Ricky just let him through. He could see Vinegar Jar was careering down the other lane. James Collects gets dispatched. Ricky Lee just sits in front of gate 2. He'll take 2 points for that. Vinegar Jar will take the race win with 5. And there it is again. They did collide after the first gate, but James was too far ahead. There we go. Just stunned Ricky Lee into the barrier, but he won't mind that. It slowed him down enough. And we enter the final race with Ricky Lee in the lead with 7 points. James Collects and Vinegar Jar tying with 5 points. The Master of Pieces cannot now win. He cannot catch up with Ricky Lee, so it is now between James Collects, Ricky Lee and Vinegar Jar for the title. Now the Mopar Dodge is starting in lane 1, so if this goes to script, he'll win. No one else will finish. It'll be Ricky Lee's title. Oh, it's a tense occasion for all. James Collects lane 2, Ricky Lee lane 3, Vinegar Jar in lane 4. Big collision. Someone crossed the line then. Someone crossed the line. I didn't see who it was. There's no one left on the track. Mopar dodges by Megatron's feet, so it's not him. Who has won this race? So Mopar, James and Vinegar Jar neck and neck when it goes into gate 1. James is gone. It's not him. Vinegar Jar up on his side. He's now on his roof. Can he hold on? Ricky Lee's gone at gate 2. It was Vinegar Jar. Vinegar Jar has taken the race win on his roof and reversing over the line. So Vinegar Jar scoring 5 points is your Mopar Elimination Drag Race champion on 10 points. Ricky Lee finishes the group on 7. He couldn't score anything in that last race. James Collects comes in 3rd with 5. Mopar could not get the race win. He is on 0 points. What a final. What a final. And as we digest that, come back after this ad break for a bit of analysis. And wow, what a way to finish the final, and congratulations to Peter the Vinegar Jar driving the circle tracker for winning my elimination drag race. Now I want to say a big thank you to all of the 16 entrants that sent me cards at the start. It's been really good fun, but the biggest thanks has got to go to my brother, the Drift King. So he wrote all the music score behind all the videos. He's brought all the cars to life with all the revving noises and the sound effects, and he made that amazing intro as well. So Nate, you have really made the elimination drag race what it is, so thank you very much. So guys, if you have enjoyed the Mopar elimination drag race, leave a thumbs up, give this video a like, but also I'm thinking of doing another one as well. So if you'd be interested in watching another one, leave a comment below. But actually even better, if you want to enter my next elimination drag race or whatever form it comes in, leave a comment below, let me know, or get in touch with me on Instagram and we'll make it happen. So as we watch back the final, again a big thank you to all 16 competitors, and these 4 finalists have really put on a show. Big explosion on gate 4 there. I think that is the first time both of those gates have activated together, and that is what has decided this race. And it was a terrible start from Ricky Lee. He's been doing that the past few races. He was lucky Vinegar Jar didn't activate the gate, but Vinegar Jar goes up on 2 wheels, slides along on his roof. Both him and the Mopar Dodge hit the gate at the same time. They did activate together. All 3 cars go flying in different directions, but the Vinegar Jar managed to keep it on the track and cross the line to take the race win. Now Ricky Lee will feel a little bit hard done by here. This was his championship to win. With James Collects being dispatched on the first gate, it was then only between Ricky and Vinegar Jar, one of those were going to become the champion. Now the important thing for Ricky to do is get through that first gate, and he does that, and with the Mopar Dodge taking the lead, the way this should have played out, Mopar activates the gate, Vinegar Jar dispatched, Ricky Lee dispatched, no one scores any points, Ricky Lee wins the championship, but it doesn't play out like that, and it is down to split second timing, and I'll explain why. Now the reason Vinegar Jar won this race is because he was so far through the gate, when it activated it was not enough to flip him off the track. But because Ricky was following him through, he got caught up on the gate, he has scored no points. Now the dream scenario for Ricky Lee here would be Vinegar Jar activating the Master of Pieces gate, but the Mopar Dodge not activating their gate. That would mean Vinegar Jar goes on and takes the race win, but Ricky Lee could then follow him through, cross over the top of the gate and still score points. Because remember, stopping between gate 2 and the finish line gives you 3 points. And this is what the points tally would have looked like if Vinegar Jar won and Ricky Lee stopped after gate 2. But in reality, Ricky Lee was carrying so much speed, he would have crossed the line after the Vinegar Jar. And in that scenario, all finishers get 4 points. And this would have really changed the outcome, with Ricky Lee taking the championship with 11 points, Vinegar Jar finishing second with 10 points. So this whole championship has come down to just a few split seconds and how far Vinegar Jar was over the gate before it got activated. So by rolling on 2 wheels and then sliding on his roof to give him those extra few millimeters over the top of gate 2, that is what won Vinegar Jar this championship. A pure mixture of skill, madness and pure speed. And here he is, Peter the Vinegar Jar with his circle tracker, the champion of the Master of Pieces Advanced Racing Elimination Drag Race. Well done, Peter.